G'day viewers, and welcome to another Too Tough to Think, Cutting Edge, Current Affairs, Footy Special Edition Research Special. This week, yes, there's another crisis in football. No, I'm not going to talk about concussion again. Yes, there's a crisis in football, and it's about soft tissues. And no, I'm not talking about a Kleenex full of snot. I'm talking about the rubbish that's going on down in the kennel with the Western Bulldogs. I'm talking about Robert Murphy doing his knee. I'm talking about Caleb Daniel doing his calf. I'm talking about Tomboy doing his shoulder. I'm talking about Jason Johannesson's hamstring. And I'm talking about Matthew Suckling doing his knee and his ankle. And I'm talking about 3 large on the head for the Dogs to win the flag this year at 7-1. That's going down the gurgler faster than last night's vomit. I'm talking about fitness versus fatness. I'm talking about training harder, not smarter. I'm talking about sports science versus sports science fiction. And I'm talking very, very fast, and I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Drink of water. Drink of water. Haha, yeah. Auto cues. Now, I don't want to get all 9/11 conspiracy theory alien abduction on you, but just watch this.
I watch our police and our firemen down at 7-Eleven down at the World Trade Center right after it came.
Let me ask you, viewers, is it any coincidence that Donald Trump exposed that the real 9/11 date was actually 7/11 on April the 18th, which, as we all know, is the total of adding 7 and 11? How does adding 7 and 11 get April? Oh, it makes 18. Wow, okay. And is it also a coincidence that the name of Stephen Dank, Australia's most infamous sports scientist, infamous sports science fictionist, the man behind the Essendon drug saga, the Essendon scandal, that his name is actually an anagram of alien abduction is real? And could it also be a coincidence, just a coincidence, that when for the first time in my life I looked like making a decent coin on the Bulldogs winning the premiership, everybody gets injured? Is it just coincidence, or is it something more sinister? I say no, it's not. I say no, it's not a coincidence. It is something more sinister. It is the curse of sports science and the misguided belief that you have to be fit and healthy to play sport these days. Let's look at the facts. Australia's most famous ever sportsman, Shane Warne, was overweight. Was he ever injured? Okay. Look, Australia's best ever number 3 batsman, David Boone, was overweight. Was he ever? Okay. Australia's cricket coach, Darren Buffleeman, was alright. Look, maybe that's not a good example, but look, okay. Footy's most successful ever forward, Tony Plugger Lockett, was at times and he got injured. But look, Mick Nolan, North Melbourne's galloping gasometer, the biggest ruckman from the 1970s, was okay, look. Anyway, that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say is that being fat as a sportsman, being overweight, makes you smart, as does drinking and smoking. You learn where your limitations are, and you learn to work with them. Unlike those skinny little buggers running around thinking exercising and practicing your skills and doing all the right things is going to get you to the top in sport, because it's not. Not as long as there's some tubby bastard standing in your way. Sure, fitness and diet and looking after your body and all that sports science crap, it has its place. But it's not as important as things like learning to brown nose the powers that be. In sport, you got to walk the walk, you got to talk the talk, and you got to knock back a 6-pack with a selection committee before Thursday night training. If you can do that, if you can walk out in the park with a belly full of fizz and still slot through 6 goals, yours will be the first name on the team sheet every week, I can guarantee it. And that's the kind of insight, that's the kind of insider knowledge that today's young sports person doesn't get thanks to the invasion of the sports scientists. Irregardless of how much terps I drank as a player, either before the game, after the game, half-time, at work, before work, Saturday night, Monday morning, didn't matter. Never affected my performance on the field. In fact, it might have made me a better player. I don't know. I can't remember. But, yeah, okay, and it did. I did, have a liver transplant, and yes, I lost my license more times than you could point a stick. But the fact is, on the park, my performance never changed. You could never tell if I was drunk or sober. Sport's not about being fit, and that's the great sports science con. I guarantee, wake up Australia, I guarantee if Robert Murphy had spent a little bit more time in the bar than lifting the bar, he wouldn't have had the strength to go up for that last minute mark against the Hawks, and thereby ruin my chances of winning. Damage his knee. But people don't want to hear that. And that's where Donald Trump comes in. That's where Donald Trump starts to make sense. Okay, Donald Trump doesn't make sense, but Stephen Dank. Okay, look, anyway, how do we go about solving this soft tissue issue? That's what I want to know. And look, I'm all for learning I'm all for learning in sport, but I'd rather learn from other sports and other sportsmen than some joker in a white coat with a packet of fancy Panadols. You know, I learnt more from watching fat cricketers like Booney, Warney, Bull Freeman, Merv Hughes, Mark Taylor, and perhaps the biggest, the porkiest, the most learningest of them all, Mike Gatting, than I ever did from any joker in a sports science meeting. And you can sum it up in 2 phrases. 1, training is training, and 2, smart drinking is smart thinking. And so, the next time a sports scientist hands you a tub of yogurt and a nutrition plan, keep those 2 little phrases in mind and you'll go far in sport. Having a good liver specialist on the side helps too. G'day broke lads. Yeah, about that bet. You know, was there any chance I can... there's no chance. Alright, thank you.